the most underrated muscle building exercises you're not doing that are going to help you build muscle and train pain-free. So check them out. Now, face pulls are one of the most underrated muscle building exercises. They're really good for having pain-free shoulders. I'm going to show you first the most basic variation because you got to know how to perform this properly. And then I'm going to show you a more advanced version that's going to target the muscles on the back. A lot of people think shoulders and they don't target the back. So come and grab the face pull rope here. You want to take a step back. No, I don't want you to keep the elbows low and just pull like this. I want you to come to the start, pull your shoulder blades back, pull like you're making a double bicep, and externally rotate. So I don't want you to let those forearms pull down. Squeezing your shoulder blade is always how we start the motion, coming nice and high. This will help us get the rear delts and the traps on the back. Now, to make this even more effective for training pain-free, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna really squeeze the core, use this tension, coming into an overhead press here, trying your best to not let that weight pull you forward, controlling it back down, really squeezing your shoulder blades. So just like that, we take the face pull and we're adding an extra element here to build pain-free shoulders. So give this one a try. Now we're gonna do one of my favorite arm exercises. It's super effective if you've been dealing with, annoying elbow pain. We're gonna be doing Zottman curls. So you're gonna do a regular curl up, controlling it at the top. You're gonna pronate, turn your palm down, and then slow as you can, control it back down to the bottom and turn forward. Noticing how we get the full range of motion with the elbow here. And it really helps to work every single muscle in your arm and your forearm. Helps to build incredible wrist strength, but also bulletproof elbows. Really nice squeeze at the top, pronating the hands down, controlling that nice and slow here. So I'll show you guys from the side now. We're curling up. Notice how my hand is spinning forward here. And as I'm spinning forward, I'm not letting the weight drop until I've maximized the range of motion. So we're turning up, we're curling, coming forward, slow and controlled on the way down. So really making sure here, if you don't know if you have the right range of motion, just come down as low as you normally would and see if you can get a little bit lower and how that feels in the shoulder. Yeah, it's gonna be a big stretch on the chest, but you're actually gonna build more muscle and improve your mobility. So if you're only there, that's okay. Maybe over a few months you can get lower. But the key is noticing how I'm lowering down, but I'm not letting the shoulder pop forward. So only lower down as low as you can, keeping that shoulder stable so my back is squeezing. My shoulder blades pinned to the back of the mat there. Coming back down. You never want to come that low and then put the front of your shoulder in a bad position. So see here, that's where you want to be, that's where you don't want to be. We're gonna perform weighted pull-ups. We all know pull-ups are super great and effective for building muscle in the back, but not enough people are doing weighted pull-ups to really strengthen their back, build the arms, build the shoulders, and build the back. So we're gonna head over here. I'm gonna show you how to perform weighted pull-ups properly. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of putting the weight between their feet, but trust me, you wanna invest in a nice weighted belt. This one's my favorite because it's really safe and supportive and easy to take off, unlike those chain belts. Weighted pull-ups, such a great exercise. Not enough people are doing them. We're gonna start with the hammer grip here. This is gonna be easiest to work on the pull-ups. This is gonna focus mostly on your biceps and your back, as opposed to coming wider just to lats. Now, never compromise weight for form here. Pick a weight you can control. Just like all the other rowing exercises, you're pulling your shoulder blades first. You're coming up at the top, coming down nice and slow here. So pull the shoulder blades, come up. Now you wanna make sure you're not doing this and really rounding your shoulders to get up. That's not really gonna help strengthen your back and build pain-free shoulders. So always making sure you're pulling your shoulder blades down first, chest to the bar or as close as you can. You don't want to be pulling and rounding your shoulders. That's a big mistake. So if so, drop the weight and get back to regular pull-ups. Now coming back on the bar here, from the bottom, retracting my shoulder blades and down, pulling up, controlling it at the top. The half kneeling shoulder press is a super effective exercise for building muscle, but also developing a strong core and stable shoulders. So this is what we call our half kneeling position, squeezing the glutes, squeezing my core. We're gonna start with the kettlebell in the easy position. So on our front rack here, now in the front rack, my lats engaged, my shoulders externally rotated. I'm gonna squeeze my core, squeeze the upsetter. I'm gonna press overhead, noticing how I'm not coming close to my bicep. And I'm focused on feeling my scapula control the motion back down. Notice the plane of movement here. I'm coming along 45 degrees. I'm coming up at the top, and I'm maintaining stability through the shoulder the entire time. So we want you to exhale, squeeze your glutes in your core, pressing up, slowly down. I don't want you all the way back here unless you have really good shoulder mobility. Really try to control it in that front rack position here. Now, we want to make that a little harder to improve our shoulder stability. I want you to take that kettlebell and flip it upside down. So now this is the pain-free bodybuilding version. We're gonna go a little harder here. See, it's a little wobbly. I'm really controlling that. We're gonna build strong, healthy, and pain-free shoulders here. So this is only 20 pounds and it feels really heavy because all the muscles are working to stabilize my shoulder. You see that I'm wobbling a little bit. So if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna show you a bonus exercise that's gonna help you build muscle and train pain-free. This is almost a modification or an alternative to the face pull, but a really great way we can build the rear delts as well and really strengthen the rotator cuff. So we're gonna be doing Cuban presses. So for the Cuban press, you start with your hands by your hips. You're gonna bring the weight up into external rotation, and you're gonna control it down as slow as you can. So you can see here I'm coming up and controlling that back down into internal rotation, making sure not to round your shoulders here and not to stick your lower back out, always keeping the core engaged. A really great exercise. I usually will do drop sets. I'll do usually as many as I can until it really starts to burn, rest 30 seconds, and do that 2 to 3 times to really build some strength in the rotator cuff and the rear delts. So if you enjoyed today's video, check out this shoulder warm-up routine. This is gonna help you build bulletproof shoulders. And as always, if you wanna get started with the Pain-Free Bodybuilding program, go to painfreebodybuilding.com for your free 7-day trial. We'll see you in there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Stay pain-free, guys.